In 1299 AD, across the rugged landscapes of Anatolia, a visionary tribal leader named Osman Safarlister stood at the beginning of one of the greatest chapters in human history. He dreamed of a gigantic tree growing from within him, its roots digging deep into the earth and its vast branches stretching far and wide across continents, symbolizing power, unity, and destiny. This dream became the foundation of what would soon emerge as the mighty Ottoman Empire, an empire whose influence would shape the political, cultural, military, and social dynamics of the world for more than 6 centuries. Osman laid down the earliest pillars of governance, strength, and leadership, transforming a collection of small Turkish tribes into a disciplined and determined state. After him, his successors took this mission forward. His son Orhan achieved a major milestone in 1326 when he conquered Bursa and declared it the capital, turning the Ottoman Principality into a structured and ambitious empire. From there, the Ottomans continued to grow stronger, conquering strategic lands with intelligence, bravery, and military brilliance. They captured Thessaloniki in 1387, secured dominance in Kosovo in 1389, and achieved a landmark victory at the Battle of Nicopolis in 1396, defeating a powerful European alliance in what was considered one of the final great crusades of medieval history. Under Sultan Bayezid IV, the empire expanded rapidly, earning him the title of the Thunderbolt. But history is always a combination of triumphs and trials. In 1402, at the Battle of Ankara, the Ottomans faced a crushing defeat at the hands of Timur, leading to political fragmentation and a period of civil war known as the Ottoman Interregnum. However, the Ottomans were destined not to perish. Out of chaos rose Mehmed the Fierno, who restored unity, order, and stability. His son Murad II continued strengthening the empire by reclaiming lost territories, defeating powerful European coalitions, and preparing the state for one of the greatest historical turning points the world would ever witness. That legendary moment came in 1453, when a determined 21-year-old ruler, Sultan Mehmed II, known forever as Mehmed the Conqueror, launched a historic campaign against the long-standing Byzantine capital, Constantinople. After a fierce siege and remarkable strategic brilliance, he captured the city, renamed it Istanbul, and transformed it into the political, cultural, and spiritual heart of the Ottoman Empire. This victory not only marked the true rise of Ottoman dominance, but symbolically ended the medieval era and opened the gates to a new age. Under Mehmed the Conqueror and later rulers, Istanbul blossomed into a majestic center of art, science, trade, architecture, and learning, connecting Europe and Asia like never before. As the empire progressed, it reached its glorious peak under Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, who ruled from 1520 to 1566. He was not only a fearless military commander, but also a visionary statesman, an architect of law, and a patron of culture. Under his reign, the empire expanded across Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. He created a sophisticated legal system, encouraged artistic excellence, supported poetry, architecture, and education, and strengthened the empire's identity as a diverse yet unified civilization. Cities flourished, mosques and grand architectural wonders were constructed, trade routes thrived, and the empire became a beacon of power, stability, and cultural magnificence. Yet, like every empire in history, the winds of change eventually began to blow against the Ottomans. After 1600, constant wars, economic strain, corruption, technological lag compared to rising European powers, and internal instability gradually weakened their once unshakable strength. The Balkan Wars of 1912-1913 dealt a significant blow as they lost most of their European territories, and World War I further accelerated the collapse when the Ottomans joined the Central Powers and faced defeat. By 1922, the ancient Ottoman Sultanate was officially abolished, symbolizing the end of a legendary empire that had once stood tall for over 600 years. However, the story did not end there. From the ruins of the empire rose a modern nation when Mustafa Kemal Ataturk founded the Republic of Turkey on October 29, 1923, steering the people toward modernization, reform, and a new identity. Today, the Ottoman Empire lives on not just in history books, but in its breathtaking mosques, timeless architecture, cultural traditions, legal influences, and the legacy of leadership, power, diversity, and resilience it left behind. It remains one of the greatest and most influential empires in world history, a civilization that began with a dream and went on to reshape the world.